Okay, it's 9:21 p.m. I just got up from a nap because my legs were killing me, and so anyways, I got up, came out, sunset was gorgeous, took a few pictures, sat down, we started discussing Bigfoot stuff, and we both heard something hit the house, the siding, the spouting, something right over in that corner of the house near the bedrooms. And so anyways, I got up to see if they had done anything while I was sleeping. And I got around here, and I saw this most awesome thing. This is a triangle of some sort, and it is stuck on, whoops, it's stuck on a screw, which is metal. So that means it's magnetized, or magnetic, at least right there. So of all the places they could have put that, they put it on the railing, on a nail so that it would stick, or on a screw. And that blew me away because yesterday my grandson, oldest grandson Braxton, was here. He stayed the night, and we were talking about Bigfoot stuff. He even started making his first squatching video looking for Bigfoot. He'd never used a camcorder. I let him use my old camcorder. Anyways, I told him at some point about some of the stuff. He's like, they're really smart, you know, and I said, yes. I said, there was at one time I put magnets out, and they kind of learned what magnets do, that they'll stick to, you know, metal and stuff. And last night that wasn't here. I don't remember seeing it this morning. But Braxton never even came outside today, because I took him home, and in the morning we had a few things we had to do. So I know he didn't do it. But the fact that it's magnetic, and I was standing out here outside talking to him about it, like right here. I think we were right here. And they bring a magnet and stick it to a screw. So I'm blown away. One thing that's not good is that we're also saying it's been like 3 days since we've seen Hobo. And the fact that they were up and Hobo wasn't is a little worrisome. So we hope nothing happened to him. But I'm going to go ahead and take this off and talk to him. My goodness, that's awesome. Okay, I'm going to use my phone to take this off. Jim's put his light on it. And just wanted to show you that it is magnetic, see? It's stuck. Oh goodness, and this side's blue. Sweet. This must be magnets in there. Oh my gosh. How awesome. Okay, thanks, Jim.
Welcome.
Go ahead. See, it kind of rattles too. Isn't that cool? And I was thinking, they could have put this anywhere. Of course, they stuck it to something metal. But like, they could have put it on the magnetic bowl. But no, they chose to put it where there was a screw. So it would only be sticking right there on that center. That is so awesome. I forgot to mention when I was talking about that we were discussing Bigfoot and then heard that noise. Well, Jim had just been telling me right before that he'd been sitting out on the back porch while I was sleeping, and he said he could have swore he kept hearing voices, but he couldn't make them out. So Where did you hear them?
Like down in the Locust Grove.
Huh. Okay, thanks. And well, and the fact that they made that noise at the corner of the house, sometimes they'll do that so that I'll come go looking for whatever they left, and that's what I'm thinking they did because it got my attention and I started looking. Okay, so here's a story for you. Okay, as I had mentioned, Hobo hasn't been up for several days, and Jim and I were getting extremely worried that something happened to him. Okay, so before I tell you what I did last night, I want to go back a couple of days. It was real late at night. I was sitting on the couch. I think I was watching TV. I can't remember. And I thought I heard Hobo on the front porch. For whatever reason, I don't know if I was tired or what, I didn't get up to check. And then Chester, our inside cat, one of the inside cats, came walking in through the dining room there. It's like connected to the front porch, making a meowing sound, so I thought maybe it was her. So, to make a long story short, I never got up to check to see if it was Hobo. And then I went outside to close up, came out here to close everything up, and he wasn't here. So I don't know if that was Hobo or not, but let's say it was. I'm wondering if the Bigfoots brought him up and I didn't respond. And so they're like, oh, well, I guess she doesn't want him anymore, doesn't like him anymore. And then they didn't have him come up anymore. So we were wondering if that's why we didn't see him for several days. Because it's very unusual that he isn't up here, at least like every other day or something. So anyways, last night, before I went to bed, it was like 11:30. There he is, see? It's like 11:30. And I came out here to check everything, close up, and I hollered. It was raining really hard, and I called Kiki, and she didn't come. And I thought, I'm going to holler for Hobo, so I hollered for Hobo. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to ask them to bring him back. So I stood here and I said, hey guys, where's Hobo? We missed him and we're worried about him. I said, can you bring him back? Can you bring Hobo back for us to see? So this morning at 5 o'clock this morning, Jim said he got up and Hobo was on the front porch meowing. So it's almost like they understood what I said and brought him back. And they knew that I wanted to see him, that we wanted to see him. So how crazy is that? Okay, so about an hour ago, Jim and I got home from getting groceries. I'm in the garage, and whenever we were unloading the stuff, Jim found this here. Said, did you put that there? And I'm like, no, that's another one of those triangle magnet things that they gave us the other day. Oh wow, this one's all blue. Ooh, and it's greasy. There's no grease there. There's a little hair on it too. I wonder when they put that there. I have to keep a better eye out for stuff. Wonder what else I'm not seeing. second when I get off of here. It's Friday, July 5th, 8:53 a.m. And I came out here not expecting to see anything different, and holy crap. In all my years of doing this, I've never seen something like this. The Big Daddy Bigfoot and the mama are down here on the porch. And, well, first of all, the mama's arm just broke off. And it's clear over there. If they fell off, like if an animal knocked them off, which, like I said, in all my years of doing this, I don't ever recall an animal doing this, but I suppose it's possible. Something that's intriguing me a lot is that these are placed at almost the same angle. So if I can kind of see if that one fell off, it landing there, but this one should be over here somewhere if it just got knocked off. It's clear over here. I don't know what to make of this. Is there a young one perhaps not happy with the mom and dad right now? If it was a Bigfoot that did this. And the other thing is these are heavy, especially this one. It takes something to knock them off. I'm gonna have to repair her arm. Pick it up here. I don't know. We got rid of most of the raccoons. They quit getting in there, so we haven't been setting it lately. I don't know. Crazy stuff. For those to get knocked off like that is unusual. That's all I can say. Something else is that it rained last night. And if a raccoon did that, there should be little footprints all over the place right here. And there aren't. Because, I mean, when a raccoon or a possum comes up on the porch, especially if it's rained, you can see their little footprints. And there aren't any. The only print I see of any sort is right there. And that could be an old one. So, because they were messing around before, getting in the fountain and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, weird. Okay, so actually yesterday I spent most of the day cleaning the garage out. And then later, when I was done, we were relaxing, and Mason, Jim's younger son, stopped in to visit. And at some point, I came over here and I sat on that chair for just a few minutes to try it out because I put that footstool there. And then I came in, went back inside, and what I'm about to show you wasn't there. And Jim was sitting here, right here where I'm sitting, on the steps of the front porch. Mason was down there, and they were talking. And I looked out here, and I don't remember seeing this, and Jim said he doesn't remember seeing it. But after Mason left, I looked out here and I go, Jim, did Mason put that stick there? He said, I don't know. I said, did you put the stick there? He said, no. So then I messaged Mason and I said, did you put the stick there? And he said, no, I didn't touch anything. So what's blowing my mind is how quickly it showed up, because I don't think it was there when Jim was sitting here. So within a minute or two after he got up and came in and I looked out, there it was. So they, unless I missed it earlier, which I don't think I did, that means that they had to come up and put that there so fast. So maybe they were over there hiding and then just ran up, put it here, and left. But I mean, there's no way that fell from the tree. Look how perfectly centered that is. So that's really strange and cool. And I don't know what it means, but maybe just, hey, we were watching you guys talk and stuff, and because Jim was sitting here, maybe something like that. This is Thursday, July 11th. It's 8:08 a.m. Okay, I got a story for you. Last night, well, actually, every once in a while, I think I've told you about this before. During the night, we will get the strongest skunky smell come in the windows here when we're sleeping. This is our bedroom. And it's been so bad a couple times that, I mean, it filled the house. Well, one time I had the fan in the window drawing air in, and oh my goodness. But it wasn't like real long ago. It woke both of us up. It actually woke Jim up first. And he said it smelled, first to him it smelled sweet. And then it turned into that skunky smell. So he got up and shut everything, closed everything up. Well, last night, apparently he didn't smell it, but I smelled it and jumped up immediately and shut the window. Now, it doesn't exactly smell completely like a skunk. It's hard to explain it, but it's skunky. Now, we have had a skunk running around the yard lately. Thing is, when we see the skunk, there's no smell. It doesn't smell like a skunk. So if there's a skunk running around at night, I don't think we're smelling a skunk. However, what I do think comes around at night, around our bedroom, because they mark our bedroom all the time, like with the seed that was put down in the hosta right out here. I'll insert a picture of it. Just within the last month. Can't remember the exact date. But they've done that all throughout the whole 8 years that this has been going on. At different times, marking the bedrooms and marking the living room where we sit and stuff like that. So I do know that they come around at night. And I mean, if a skunk sprayed outside of our window, the smell would stay there. And we'd have a problem with it during the day, the next day. It's never there the next day. It's gone. So that made me think during the night, I wonder if when I get up, I'm going to find that they were here. And that's exactly what happened, and I'll show you. Okay, first thing I noticed when I got to the front door here was that Jim fed a cat on the front porch, which is usually Hobo. And it was, because I talked to Jim, he said Hobo was here this morning. So there's number 2. We think a Bigfoot was up during the night, and Hobo shows up this morning. Now yesterday, he wasn't here, but the day before, he was here. And then he left. He wasn't here in the morning yesterday. Yesterday. Then I look over here and look what's in line with the marbles. A rock. And there's a story behind that, because we've been putting one of those vacuums that runs by themselves out here to clean the porch, and Jim forgot to pick the marbles up, so they got knocked off, and we lost one of the dark blue ones, like there on the end. I looked for it, but I haven't found it yet. So we're missing a marble. Well, when the Bigfoots were up last night, they put that rock in line with the marbles. I don't know if they've noticed, which I wouldn't surprise me a bit, that there's a marble missing, and put a rock there as the 5th thing in a row. So that's a gift. Probably got it from the driveway. It looks kind of like a limestone. I don't know, but that is so funny and cool, because they know when something's missing. And that's the 3rd thing, number 3, that makes me think that was a Bigfoot I was smelling last night. So I haven't been out back yet, and I haven't walked around the house. If I see anything else, I will let you know. Look who just greeted me in the garage when I opened the door, the Hobo. Yeah. How you doing, buddy? Okay, so I wanted to tell you something else too that I just remembered. Is not last night, but maybe the night before, or the night before that, I smelled that skunky smell just slightly, and I asked Jim if he smelled it, and he didn't. So it was just me. But yeah, there was just a slight skunky smell within the last few days. Other than last night, that was strong. So he's walking around the house with me. Poor Kiki doesn't like it when he's... Oh, she's coming too. That's good. Hi, Kiki. Come on. You coming with Mama? Come on, Keeks. Come on, Hobo. Let's go. I love walking around here in the morning. Look how pretty this is. Kiki kept coming with me, but Hobo bailed at the front porch. He must have been seeing if there's any more wet food. Okay, Jim and I just came into the woods to put some recorders out and look around. And we got off the four-wheeler. I walked up here. I had put a gift on that tree, that fallen tree right there, last time we were down here, and it's gone. But I don't know if they took it, because it could have just washed away or something, but it is gone. Then I looked over here and I thought, oh my God, look at this. This is just crazy. First of all, look at this twist. Is that not just gorgeous. And oh, wait a second, I want to focus on that for a second. But that's that one, which is just obviously twisted. And then right beside it, here we got on a little sapling right beside it, this branch right here is twisted, broke. Here we got one broken. This one's broken over. This one's actually it's broken over the little limb and twisted around. And then right here is another break that's kind of ripped off. So there are multiple breaks and twists right there. And then I just happened to look over here, and this has been bent over and twisted. This one snapped over. Actually, I don't know if when that fell that got stuck under it, because look how like new that looks. It almost looks like it was tucked under. And then right there's another twist. So let's go look at it. And then Jim just told me to come where he is. So we're gonna go there too. But look at that. Wow. I'm using my phone because I wasn't planning on doing, well, it's like super, super hot. And I didn't want to carry my big camera around my neck because it's so hot. But so there's that, and it's bent way over. And then right in line you got those breaks, twists, and then that big one right over there that I showed you at first, that new twist. And those look fairly new, like they were alive this year. So let's go see what Jim has. So
here.
Cool. So there's two more breaks. And look at this. This is broken over. And the top of this is gone. And that was alive this year too. What'd you say up here?
I didn't see anything.
Nothing up that way?
Probably 50 feet, but I didn't track up in there a whole lot.
Okay. Well, if we see anything else, I shall be back on. This caught my attention, this bowed sapling, but I don't see it pinned. But
Here.
it, oh. Okay, so another little break. And these are too high for cows or deer. And too twisted and stuff. It's just the coolest thing. Twist. Break, break. Twists and breaks and weaves. And then we were just over there looking at the stuff Jim found. Here's a little tiny break, a split, just real close to the ones I was just showing you. Sorry, right over there. Man, this area. I'm gonna leave a recorder here tonight because this is fresh stuff. There will be road noise because there's a road down there in the sound carries. So I'm gonna leave, and I found tracks up here and all kinds of stuff. So
we'll put it this way.
it's almost like there's a smaller one going around twisting, practicing or something, isn't it? Of course, well, bet the little ones are strong too.
Through here.
Here's a little break.
Okay, that's another one that I missed.
Oh, look, there's two.
That may be the one I took a picture of.
Okay.
The other one.
Okay, well, all right, show me. Oh, shoot. That's even pinned under that stick. Okay, so that's broken off and twisted, and it's pinned under this stick. This is the other side of it right here. And then just up from that, here's a little break. And then right above it, in this tree, is wait a second. Okay, so right above that is this twist. Okay. Broken and twisted around. And then right down here is another one. Broken over. I guess it has a little bit of a twist to it. These are smaller. I was telling Jim, it's almost like some of these smaller ones, it's like there's a little one going along practicing his tree break technique or something.
It gets too thick back in there and follow it as far as tracking the break.
Yeah. So how far did you go?
Well, about another 15 feet.
Well, we'll definitely come back down here in the fall. Or maybe this winter. Okay, we were just leaving and came across this wonderful huge twist. And, four-wheeler's acting up, so we're gonna have to go. But look at that, just right down from the other ones. This is Saturday, July 27th. It's 9:47 a.m. I slept in a little today. Well, I've been up for a little while. But, okay, the last time the Bigfoots were here was July 11th. This is the 27th. So it has been 16 days. We were getting legitimately worried. Me, because, well, both of us, because that's also how long it's been since Hobo was here. And I got up this morning and Jim said, guess who was here? And Hobo was here this morning. He was back here on the porch waiting to get in. Jim said he heard him meowing, wanting in. And so, I mean, that's been a long time for him to not be here. Jim was getting so worried, and I was worried, but I kept saying, man, they must be on a long journey this time. I wonder where they went, because it seems like they take him with him, because he's theirs, which I'm sure of now, because this morning, Bigfoots also were gone. It was we're back, which was obvious because they took something that was sitting right here. And I'll show you what that is in a second. Okay, I bought the cats a new toy, and they showed no interest in it. It's a little ball, it's fuzzy, and it has Belle in it. And so it's been here since 24th. I mean, I put it out, no, actually, yeah, that's when I put it out, the 24th. And then yesterday I was pulling weeds up in the garden there, and I find glass a lot. This is an old homestead, out in the dirt and stuff, but I found that, which I thought was odd. It just was laying on top of the grass, or the garden, on top of the garden. And I mean, I suppose it just could, the rain could have washed it up or something. Anyways, I found that and I put it out last night beside that ball, and it's there. The ball's gone. And I walked all the way around the house, and I've looked everywhere. Now it's easier to see with these blocks here. But it's gone. So they must have come back during the night or this morning, brought Hobo with them. Hobo's back, and they took the ball. So that solidifies in my mind, he's their cat for sure. We were right all along, thinking that he was, and they're like sharing him with us. So pretty good morning so far. Okay, so I looked out the window here and I noticed this leaf placed in the center of the porch step, top step. And I thought, you know, I've been seeing leaves out here and it probably just blew there. And like, I'm still not sure about that. This could definitely all be natural, what I'm about to show you. But I kept looking and I thought, and then I noticed, I came out here because I was thinking, I think I noticed that, see, the exposure's gonna have to adjust here, but right here, this isn't showing very well. Right there is another leaf. Okay? And if you come down here, there's a flower that fell off. If you come over here a little bit more, there's another leaf. And if you come over here, there's another dead flower. And they're all spaced. Apart. Like very exact, not exact, but very, like, close to exact. I mean, what are the odds on that happening naturally? And last night, I was up late. I was up at about 11:30 or 12, and I started smelling that skunky smell. Kind of light. It wasn't real heavy. And I finally went to bed, and I said, Jim was awake a little bit, so I said, hey, oh, actually, he got up to use the restroom, and then I went to bed. I said, are you smelling the skunky smell? And he said, yep. And I said, well, I wonder what little surprise I'll find tomorrow. A stick stuck in the ground, a stick in the hostas, who knows? Well, I'm wondering if this, what I just showed you, could be what they did. And I don't know. Like I said, it could totally be natural, but I'm also not sure because of how evenly spaced apart they are. So, I'll just leave that up to you to decide.